everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Olive's Tree. I'm Mandy and I'm one of the 12 branches on my mum, Olive's Tree. And if you're returning to the channel, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And if it's your first time, thanks for stopping by. And I hope that, you see something that you like. So I'm just about to put on a side dish for our dinner tonight. We've got the children coming over and, or the local children. And going to do some delicious smashed garlic and cheese, parmesan potatoes. But I'm going to start them by cooking them in the air fryer first because I want them to be, I want that skin texture. So this is what I've got going on here. Okay, so I've got a tray that I've just popped a piece of foil on for the air fryer. And I'm going to put this in the Healthy Choice. Could have probably done them in the Kasori, but you know what? We'll go with, I've got the Healthy Choice plugged in, so we'll go with that. Now, these are on special, these 25% less carb Spud Light potatoes. So we're using those. They are a bit bigger than what I wanted. Normally the potatoes in this brand in the bag, they're normally quite small. So, we'll try and get the smallest ones out. So what do we have? We have 2, 4, 6, 7 adults, an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. And those little ones have really good appetites as well. So, you never want to run out of potatoes if you're doing a potato dish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just, give them a little, just want to, at least go all the way through. Just so they don't pop. I don't want to have to clean that up. So if we go 1 each, so I'm going to need, 11 potatoes, and I actually don't want one. It's not part of my usual diet. So, I'll just have a taste of somebody's if I want. It's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. They are quite large, aren't they? But I think they'll be okay. And I think that there's something that you can reheat tomorrow as well. They actually do heat up quite nicely. And we're having them with porcupine meatballs, and they've got a really yummy tomato and herb sauce. So, they'll just be lovely on that to heat up with those tomorrow. So, I'm not worried that if there is, some leftovers. 3, 6, 9, 10. 11. I'm not going to do them all. Don't want to have to do them in 2 batches, but later on when I cook them, I want to do them on this same tray in the air fryer. So here's our potatoes. And I'm hoping you've got you in view there. On top of that, I do want to, just put a tiny, tiny drizzle of olive oil or any type of oil that you want to use, use whatever you like. And I am going to put a little bit of salt over them. And I just want, forgot what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my basting brush actually. It's one of those things that goes missing the most, I think, in my kitchen is my basting brush. Oh, here it is. That just made an absolute figure out of me, didn't it? So, I'm just going to spread that out a little bit on them. I'm going to turn them, periodically as well. So, I just think it helps get a really nice textured crust on the skin. And I think I have some sour cream in the fridge, so I am going to put some parmesan and other cheeses on them and some garlic butter that I'll make a little bit later. And if anyone wants sour cream as well, they can have that. And I do have some chives in my garden, so, I can pick some of them as well. Alrighty, so let's get them to the air fryer. Alrighty, so I've got them in the air fryer now. I'm just going to close the doors and switch it on. I want these to bake, so I'm going to put them on bake. I'm going to lower the temperature to, I'm happy for them to be about 165. Oh, 170 even. And well, let's let them go for 25 minutes. Actually, I'll put that up to half an hour, I think. Sorry for bumping you there, and I'll come back in half an hour. And we'll have a look and see how they're going. Alrighty, I'm just going to have a look at these potatoes. And they're cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them in there, and I'm going to turn it off and leave it until I'm ready to do the next stage. So you can see they're all nice and cooked. Now I have a tray here that I have lined with some parchment paper, and what I'm going to do is just grab out my masher. Now, how many potatoes did I have again? Just double check that. So we've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm going to need to put 11 piles of cheese on this tray. And I'll want some parmesan. So I have some grated parmesan here. And then I probably just work out for me to even just scatter it. It'll all stick together and it'll be fine, but we'll just start like this. Now I'm going to squash the potatoes down on that, and then I'm going to put a little bit of butter on the top of the potato and some garlic powder. And then we're going to put them in the air fryer just before we sit down to dinner tonight. And just, brown up that cheese on the bottom, so we want that nice and crispy. And I think because I have a full tray, I'm just, just spreading it around really. Okay, now, here's what I'm going to do with the potatoes. I'm going to give them a squash with the masher, just like that. Oops, I think I've missed you there. Let me get you into a position where you can see. Yep. So just squashing them all down, all of them. Oops, that one a little bit too much, but that's okay. It'll just be extra areas to crisp up. I'll just grab a spatula and we'll pick them up and start transferring these ones over to make a bit of room. Okay. And I'm going to have to squash them in to get them all to fit back on this tray now, but that's okay. We'll work it out. It'll be fine. They'll be absolutely delicious. Okay, 6. There we go. And if I can't get all of them on there, that's okay, because the little girls, they might just, actually, no, what am I saying? They will want their own. Okay, so what have I got there? I've got 8, so 9, 10. Okay, so a bit more, just sort of, go back a little bit, forward a little bit, till we make a bit of room, get some cheese out. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm not going to fit the 11th one on, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. And we'll put a little bit of salt on the top. And I'm going to put a little bit of butter on each one as well. Not too much salt, just a little bit. The parmesan's quite salty. And I'll just grab out some butter. Okay. Just going to cut a small little slither off to sit on the top of each one. Not a big lot. Just to, just a small amount. So, and we'll crisp these in the air fryer, and I'll just show you what I'm going to do in a minute, because some of them I haven't broken the skin quite enough on. I'm just going to lift that a little bit. if you're on a diet and watching your weight, I don't recommend you try these potatoes. As a special treat, a Christmas side dish or a special occasion, give them a go. Not something you're going to have every day. We certainly would not have them unless it was a special occasion, and it is a special occasion. It's our first family dinner almost family dinner in a few months. And so I like to do something a bit nice. Okay, so I'm just going to sit them somewhere.